The social media space has been buzzing, and that is because Valentine Ozigbo has dumped the Labour Party. Not only did he dump the Labour Party, he has moved to APC. He dropped his letter of resignation from the Labour Party and dropped this on his official X account, saying, "After deep reflection and broad consultation, I withdrew my membership from the Labour Party yesterday. Recent development within Labour Party, mainly the ongoing leadership crisis." I want you to take note of the word leadership crisis. "Weaken its effectiveness, making it clear that my vision for a better and brighter Anambra must take a different path, as I remain committed to the pursuit of good governance and the progress of Anambra. For the record, I have shared my full resignation letter here." He also shared his defection to the APC, as you can see it here, where he posted it on his official X account. Now, many obedients have been so angry with Valentine Ozigbo. Not that he left the Labour Party, but because he joined APC. Valentine Ozigbo was very, very instrumental when Peter Obi contested the 2023 general election. He was an inner caucus member of Mr. Peter Obi. As a matter of fact, many people viewed him as someone that is going to take over from Soludo when Anambra election comes up. For the record, Anambra election will be taking place in November this year, 2025. Of course, you all know what Soludo did to Mr. Peter Obi, and Labour Party had a very wider and bigger chance of winning Anambra State, especially with Mr. Peter Obi as the leader of the Labour Party, and Valentine Ozigbo was seen as that proper man that would become the governor of Anambra State under Labour Party. But you and I all know that Labour Party has been rocked with a lot of crises. That was the reason why I told you to take note of the word leadership crisis. A lot of lawmakers, a lot of persons are taking advantage of the crisis that is currently going on in Labour Party to leave the party. They may have a different agenda, but citing the leadership crisis in Labour Party is a very good thing for them, and the perception is very real that we have to leave the Labour Party because the party is rocked with so many crises. The party is not living up to her expectation. The party is not living up to the billing of which I saw before I joined the party. I cannot be in a party that is lacking leadership structure. I need to go to a well proper leadership party, and that is the reason why most of them are leaving the Labour Party, and many obedients are happy that some persons are leaving the Labour Party. But why they are angry is because they are joining the APC. Leaving the Labour Party to the APC is a two opposite pole. It does not align at all. The ideology, the mission does not align at all. Labour Party was built on the mission of the people. It's a people-centric party, a party that Mr. Peter Obi is trying to build to cater for the welfare of the people, to build a great Nigeria, a Nigeria that respects rule of law, a Nigeria where we are going to have a free, fair, credible, transparent election, a Nigeria where all the institutions of state will be respected, a Nigeria that is loyal to the Nigerian people rather than being loyal to the president and the politicians, a Nigeria that will use public money for the public good. But when you look at the APC, this is not what the APC is all about. Ever since the APC took over power in 2015, the APC has done the opposite of democracy. The APC is the government of the politicians, for the politicians and the politicians, not the government of the people anymore. That is the reason why they have impoverished the people to make politicians richer. In the APC regime, power is domiciled in the hands of the politician rather than being domiciled in the hands of the people. The voice and the vote of the people doesn't count anymore. While Peter Obi was campaigning, he said he's going to take the power from those that have it and hand it over to the people. And he said that he's going to destroy the structure of criminality. This is what Labour Party is built on. But unfortunately, Labour Party has been rocked with political and leadership crisis because of the selfishness and greediness of Julius Abure National Working Committee. They want to hold on to power at the expense of the Labour Party, at the expense of the Nigerian people that built the Labour Party, at the expense of Mr. Peter Obi that took the Labour Party from obscurity to make the Labour Party to become a national political party. Because of this leadership crisis in the Labour Party, so many persons that campaign with Mr. Peter Obi, so many persons that won election because of the goodwill and wave of Mr. Peter Obi in 2023 are now taking advantage of the leadership crisis to leave the Labour Party, and they are joining APC. And they will tell you that they want to continue with their ideology of bringing good governance to the people. There is nothing about good governance and APC. I don't think there is any APC state in this country that is performing very well, that is people-centric, that is doing the right thing for their people. I don't think. Mentioning APC and good leadership is a contradiction. The defection happening in the Labour Party is not really sending a good signal about Mr. Peter Obi at all. It is showing that Mr. Peter Obi cannot really hold down his fort. Mr. Peter Obi cannot keep his people together. And this is very, very bad. But where I do not blame Mr. Peter Obi, I blame the Nigerian people. Peter Obi said some time ago that politics and religion are the most lucrative venture in Nigeria. And he's very right. First of all, politics is not bad. Politics is played to form a government. And government is used to steer the affairs of a state. Politics is good when it has ideology. Politics is good when it is sacrificial. Politics is good when there is commitment. But in Nigeria, all these things are missing. There is no ideology, there is no sacrifice. It is all about stomach infrastructure. Devoid of all of this, politics is very, very lucrative in Nigeria. This is the reason why everyone will do everything possible to be at the center, to hold political power. Because having political power will give them access to the nation resources, to the people resources, and they use it at their will. Like what you see in other countries where politicians go into politics to get executive power, to better the lot of their people, to fix their country, to make their country prosperous. But here in Nigeria, politicians go into politics without any ideology, not to make the country great, not to sacrifice for the progress of their country, but to have access, unhindered access to the nation resources. And they will do everything possible to have that executive power. Even when they are in other political party, they easily cross carpet to another political party, especially the ruling party, simply because they see it as an opportunity for them to be closer to the government of the center. Moving to the APC shows that Valentine Ozigbo do not have any ideology at all, because there is something you need to understand. APC as a party is detested in Igbo land. You might say that APC is controlling 2 out of the 5 southeast states. Ebonyi State was a PDP state. The PDP governor Dave Umahi defected to the APC. The last election in Ebonyi State was heavily rigged to ensure that APC emerge and continue as the ruling party in Ebonyi State. In Imo State, you all know the story. Hope Uzodinma was never elected as a governor in Imo State. PDP won that election, but Hope Uzodinma, who came fourth in that election, was announced as the winner of the election by a corrupt judge. Today, Hope Uzodinma is being called the Supreme Court governor. And of course, you all know that the last election was heavily manipulated and rigged to ensure that APC continue in power in Imo State. Free, fair, credible, transparent election. APC will not win any election in Nigeria. Nigerians detest APC. Valentine Ozigbo is aware that Nigerians detest APC. He's aware that APC will not win a credible, free, transparent election in Nigeria. Why then did he defect to APC to contest as a governor in Anambra State? When it comes to Anambra State, Anambra people are loyal to APGA. APGA is a mainstay party in Anambra State. Even Peter Obi, whose good leadership in Anambra State made APGA to become a mainstay political party in Anambra State, tried unsuccessfully in 2021 to overthrow APGA using this same Valentine Ozigbo as the governorship candidate. But Charles Oludo, who came in with so many promises, has performed below par. As a matter of fact, Anambra people are looking for a way to discard him off as a governor of Anambra State. With the wave and what Mr. Peter Obi pulled in the 2023 general election, Labour Party was seen as a credible party to upstage APGA in Anambra State. And Valentine Ozigbo was seen as the preferred candidate. And now Valentine Ozigbo has dumped the Labour Party and moved to the APC to contest election. He knows he will not win that election, but he is banking on one thing, and that is to rig that election. Somebody has promised him that election will be rigged. Of course, this is what APC is doing in Nigeria. You saw what happened in Edo State. Openly and brazenly rigged the election, then they will go to court. The corrupt judiciary will rule in favor of the APC. This is what is going to play out in Anambra State, and there is nothing anybody can do about it. This is what Valentine Ozigbo is banking on, because when it comes to a free, fair, credible election, APC is not going anywhere in Anambra State. They are simply banking on election malpractice and rigging. This is a total disappointment to the people of Anambra State, because honestly, they were looking for a redeemed change with Labour Party and as Mr. Peter Obi, their leader. We are watching closely to see what is going to happen. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.